So you are afraid of something. We all go a little mad sometimes.
You don't know what death is.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Welcome to the madness.
We are the Mouths of Madness, your new favorite podcast for horror movie reviews. We're coming to you live tonight from the Dungeon of Doom. This is our episode 64 on the 2023 Strange Darling. My name is Kevin, and let me introduce you to the other members of Madness. First, we have Dan. Dan, are you excited to talk some Strange Darling?
Oh man, this is
Purple people eater. Purple
It's gonna be
purple
such
people
a rough
eater.
ride, man.
Bearclaw already? We're not in
This is
the
just
episode
it's just a lot for me right now. Okay, we're going through this whole thing, and like, there's just
He's got a point. This shit's gonna bind me up
I'm
for weeks.
overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna go into my quiet place for a couple minutes and
All right,
just
all right. Well,
kind of recharge the
all right.
batteries, and we'll come back.
We'll let Bearclaw simmer down a little bit. We'll move on to the youngest member of Madness, my son Logan. Logan, how's everything? You okay?
What a pussy.
Purple people eater.
Oh my goodness.
That was mean and hurtful, and now
Stop being a coward. I told you.
Well, he said the word.
I can
He
use
said
the
the
We
safe
all said
word
we were
whenever I
fine
feel
slapping
unsafe,
each other
and
around.
you look at me and I feel unsafe. So purple people eater.
I don't believe in that, Bearclaw. Don't believe in that.
Popsicle. Sorry, you guys fighting is making me nervous.
Oh my goodness.
Do we all have different safe words? I didn't say my safe word.
You don't have one because you're.
I'm fine with everything that we
Yeah.
say on this podcast, especially about what we say about Canadians and French people. That just
Oh my
stays.
goodness.
Purple people eater.
Oh my aching back.
Popsicle.
Oh my aching back. I need some time away here.
Man, I guess I gotta take the reins of this episode with all these cowards here. We gotta get through this episode, gentlemen. Come on.
All right, for you, Logan. For you, I'll
Give
do it.
your balls a tug.
But
Come on.
what?
I won't do it for you, Logan.
Who will you do it for?
Myself.
I love the power of positivity. All
Yeah,
right, guys.
self-positivity.
Let's get through this. There are a lot of other great horror movie podcasts out there, but what separates us from the other ones is that we're going to be giving you the older versus younger generation perspective. Myself, Dan, and Bearclaw were all born in the 1980s, while my son Logan was born in the 2000s. So this is the clash of the generations.
Popsicle.
Oh, you need a second. A little water break?
Yeah.
I do want to put out a spoiler warning there because even though this movie has been out for a few years, it does have quite the twist. And if you haven't seen this movie, I recommend taking a watch and then coming back and joining us here in this podcast room.
Dungeon.
Without any further ado, here, kitty. Hide in the meat freezer. Finish your Scott Baio puzzle. Snort a line of cocaine. And let's dive into the...
Snuffleupagus.
Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Yes.
You guys did amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. We try.
We watched... there.
We watched Shrek 2.
The ketamine took me over there for a second.
Ketamine's kicking in.
Sure you snorted the right line?
I know. I need to do the other
He's
one.
back and funnier than ever.
We watched Strange Darling from 2023. It was written and directed by J.T. Molnar. Casting, we have Willow Fitzgerald as the lady.
The electric lady.
Any ideas?
Oh,
She was in Reacher.
She was, yep.
I've never seen her before in my life.
She was in The Fall of the House of Usher. Is kind of
Oh.
her big,
What was she in Fall of the House of Usher? Because I love that show.
I'm not
I
sure.
know, that's kind of funny. You didn't recognize.
I didn't recognize her at all. I'm trying to think of which one of the. It must have been one of the daughters. Huh. Interesting.
I'm looking up at Nathan.
She's also in the Scream TV series.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. Kyle
That was
Gallner as the demon.
He's your guy. He's
Yeah,
your
I love
boy,
Kyle
'cause he's in
Gallner.
Dinner in America.
Dinner in America is one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies. He's in Jennifer's Body. Smile 2.
Oh yeah, he's also in Smile too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
been
he's
in a
having a
few.
he's having a year.
Yeah, and he's also in that new movie too. What is that? Carolina or something like that?
Hell if I know.
Yeah. Ed Begley Jr. as Frederick.
He's in a lot of things.
That's a name that sounds familiar, but I'll never recognize the face.
Yeah, he's a big character actor. He was in This Is Spinal Tap,
Oh, okay.
Better
Wow.
Call Saul,
He is in Better Call Saul.
Seventh Heaven, and Bearclaw's favorite, Dharma and Greg.
Oh man.
Oh.
I thought you would recognize him, Bearclaw.
Who?
He's Ed Begley Jr. He plays
Oh,
Frederick.
Ed
the old-
Begley. I know Ed Begley.
Yeah.
We were watching it last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw Ed Begley Jr.'s name, and I was like, I know who Ed Begley Jr. is, but I don't remember exactly what he looks like by just his name. But as soon as he comes on screen, I'll know Ed Begley Jr.
That guy.
It's him.
He's great. He's in Tim and Eric. He does like Cinco phone ads. He's in one of my favorite movies, Best in Show.
Oh.
That is a good movie.
He's the hotel manager in that one.
He's
Awesome.
also in The Page Master.
Oh.
Oh, deep cut.
That's a good ass movie, bro.
Strange Darling had a budget of $4 to $10 million. Do you know how much it made at the box office?
Uh-oh.
Did it go to
That-
box office?
That laugh didn't sound good.
Well, I was like reading it off. I'm like 4 to 10 million.
Oh.
So.
That's a large gap.
Yeah.
Willow Fitzgerald was a young Madeline Usher, so she was a young version of one of the character that's old.
Oh, she was
but
fair.
let me tell you, Follow the House of Usher, absolutely
Great.
fantastic.
I still have to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
That's
It's
one of those
just-
shows
You
that
got,
I just
it's you're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I can't recommend it enough.
I like Mike Flanagan.
How much do you think this movie made, Bearclaw?
I think this movie made. I've heard of it, but I haven't heard a lot about it. How much? What did it cost to make?
4 to 10 million.
I think it made 25 million.
I have it in my notes as like 5 mil.
All right.
I have 18 million.
Well, Logan's the closest and almost dead on.
Damn.
Really?
This movie made $4.8 million.
Wow.
Logan, you win both showcases.
So the $6
wow.
to $10 million line is just so to cover the fact that it's
It
a,
didn't
it's a
make
net
shit.
loss, but it could be a small net loss or it could be a massive net loss.
I was like, dude, I never
never
heard
know.
this movie until
Pick your
we picked
adventure.
it. I'm like, I know you talked about it.
Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, Strange Darling has a 96% critic
Damn.
score
What
and
the
an
fuck?
85% audience score. So this is certified fresh.
That's
So just blowing away
incredibly-
the Suburban Commando scale.
Yeah.
On
I
a
can't believe it's that high.
on a
Me
$5
too.
million 4.8 box office. That's insane.
Right?
That
I
did
guess
that made
everybody-
jack shit.
All of the few people that saw it really liked it.
It made 8 million. It basically made 8 million.
It makes it a cult classic status, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It didn't
in
make
5-10
8,
years,
made
it will be.
4.8.
Dude, it took 4 million to make it and only got 8.
4 to 10 million to make it.
Yeah.
You don't know
Oh,
specifically.
So they made nothing.
Even if it took 4 million and they made 4 million, that's a loss. That's
yeah, they didn't make
That's
shit.
a staggering loss
Yeah.
for a movie.
That ain't no Toy Story.
There's something,
but it's on
there's
the
something
same
called the
wave.
risk-free rate, and if you're not at least making that back, you're doing something bad because that requires no effort.
Apparently, it made good in the critics.
Apparently, everybody loved it but refused to pay to see it.
What year did it come out?
2024.
2023 it debuted and then it went to like small theaters and film festivals. And
Oh,
then
so that's
2024
why.
it was in like regular theaters.
Well, that's not fair. That's like an indie movie, and you put it like in like select theaters.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'll give it this. Like, it didn't deserve that.
This was my pick for an episode. So the reason why I chose Strange Darling for us to review is when I had first seen this, I was reading an article, I think it was through Bloody Disgusting, I'm not sure, about how Kyle Gallner was really the underappreciated horror king. He had been in all these horror movies and not talked about. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake, Jennifer's Body, Smile 2. He was in the Scream 5. He was like in
hell
all
is he in
these smaller
Scream
roles.
5?
Yeah, he plays a very small
Oh,
part.
he was the guy with the muscle car, right?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, very small part. So
King of Horror. Dude who showed up.
And remake of Nightmare on Elm Street too. I wouldn't want myself attached to that.
I wouldn't call him the King of Horror just yet. That's very
With the Nightmare on Elm Street, it's like the court gesture.
like, come on,
no,
bro.
really, his filmography has gotten better since that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what made me want to check out this movie. And when I saw it, I was like, whoa, this is different. I don't know. It hooked me right away. It's something that I hadn't seen. I really loved his performance. And then I really loved Willow Fitzgerald's performance. And I think what we've all kind of talked about with the Rotten Tomatoes and the budget and everything, I don't think this movie is talked about at all. So that's why I wanted to review it, just to get it out there a little bit, because if you haven't seen it, I do think it is worth the watch and should be talked about more. But let's give you our overall thoughts on Strange Darling. Dan, start us off.
Much like you, Kevin, like I didn't hear about this movie. One off weekend was on Paramount Plus. I saw the movie cover of it. I said, this looks interesting. I'm going to watch it. And Strange Darling is in fact an interesting watch. The artistic stylization of this film feels very Tarantino inspired with the out of order storytelling. I think it's funny you mentioned Gallner not being given his flowers. Like, I'm just gonna go off on Willow Fitzgerald right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
Willow Fitzgerald's acting range is so impressive in this. I think she captures masking psychosis well and how she unravels when she is not successful in killing Demon, and then the tables turn. She is no longer the hunter, but becomes the hunted. Her absolute desperation for survival, the way she emotes pain, the way she feigns fear in the hotel room during the masochistic roleplay, she, in my opinion, makes this movie.
How can you say awful things to me?
Without her energy and charisma and really selling this character, I don't think this movie would work without her. This movie also, I get this like ladies version of Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, where it's this character analysis of someone who is deeply psychotic and dangerous. The cinematography and usage of blue and red tints to symbolize masking, blue being the mask, red being her true murderous nature. The blue light is really featured when they're having their dialogue and setting the negotiation and the terms. And then the red light kicks in when she's in the bathroom and she's contemplating what she's going to do to fuck this guy up. Evil intentions, red tint.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I like that.
That's
Yeah, because
awesome.
it's like serene with the blue and then kind of like the rage with the red,
Yeah.
especially with like the devil tones.
Red means
Yeah.
devil, right?
Yeah.
Red means no, yeah. Very insightful.
Red means stop.
Red means snuffleupagus.
Exactly. My last thought before I pass it off to Bearclaw, Logan usually picks up on music in movies, and the music really stood out to me on this film. I'm typically too invested in what's going on, and music generally blends into the background of movies for me, but the way they use music to narrate scenes, it's almost like it's playing in the Electric Lady's head instead of it being for the audience. And I really enjoy that a lot as someone who's into audio video editing. I love a good song that captures a mood or a scene perfectly, and that final song at the end makes the Electric Lady's death weirdly captivating.
I will say this, though, about Demon. He's like the less exciting member of being a demon because I was expecting someone showing up and having too many enchiladas.
Damn enchiladas!
No enchiladas scene.
No enchilada seed. That's the stinker.
Writing it down, Dan.
Bearclaw, how about you?
Strange Darling was definitely a very interesting movie. I think there was some really excellent acting that was done in this. I think how the story is told is interesting. The way that it's kind of cut up into different sequences. You get a feel for things pretty early on, but there's a lot of questions and it kind of answers it. And it's challenging to do this, but it still tells a pretty cohesive story, even though it's cut up in a different way, which is kind of challenging to do because there are some linear horror movies that can't tell a basic story, let alone trying to do it by chopping things up. So I give them
point.
I give them credit there. I think this is an interesting thriller. The acting was done well. My only beef with this movie is that it really lacks a certain amount of fun, and I don't know where you could put it in, because this movie is very serious. I mean, she is on the run and or doing something horrible, so there's not really any moments of real comedy or anything like that. Not that every movie needs to have that, but it lacks a little bit of fun. It shows a lot of cruelty, which I don't love specifically, especially, I was rooting for Ed Begley Jr. Like, they just want to live their lives and do their Scott Baio puzzle. The Scott Baio puzzle.
He made good ass breakfast. Did you see that breakfast?
What? Whoa.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take.
He made a breakfast.
Are we sure that's a breakfast?
He made a breakfast.
He attempted a breakfast.
Yeah.
He tried.
I think I'd eat that, though. That looks pretty decent.
Holy shit. You know what? If she didn't kill him,
I was going for
breakfast would have
killed him.
Perhaps, but
They were having a good time. The mountain people.
Yeah, they were having a good time.
They had a morning bone, and then they sat down to do their puzzle.
They were making it competitive, though, which was kind of weird. I've never played a puzzle competitive.
They're kind of
They were
weird
just
people. That's why they're on the
smiling
edge of
at each
society.
other,
Yeah, drinking their tea.
You fucker, I got you now.
Living their life.
But I don't know. There was a lot of cruelty in it that I didn't love. A lack of fun that I didn't love. It was shot really well. The story was well communicated. And my only criticism, other than that, is there was a couple times where we had some making instant coffee scenes in this movie.
You think so?
Where it was just like, what is going on? We watched them clean up a mess one time. I don't know.
Who cleaned up a mess? Wait a minute.
Weren't they getting a restaurant ready or something like that for something? I don't know. Never mind. There was,
Did you see this movie?
Was this when she first initially went on the run, and she ends up in that office building and she stabs that woman randomly in the pantsuit?
No, I'm trying to think.
Hotel office, wasn't that?
I don't know. Maybe the whole hotel scene being as long as it was with the back and forth that it was. I mean, I don't know. That was just kind of long for me.
I got you.
But I think it was really good. It flips the final girl concept on its head, kind of messes with audiences and the expectations. And, at first I thought that he was the killer, but pretty early on, I think I called it that she was the murderer.
You mentioned it, and it was funny too. The way you said it too, you were like, "I bet you he's a cop chasing her down," and I was like, "Maybe."
Maybe.
That could be what it is.
That could be what it is. So yeah, I think there's some very cool parts of it. I think there's some stuff that could use a little bit of tweaking, but overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie.
You know what? It's funny because when I first watched this, man, I was hook, line, and sinker.
Oh.
I had no idea that.
Man, you are a gullible little fish, aren't you?
I know. It played perfectly because I hadn't seen anything. I mean, okay, so
That's
I had
right.
little, maybe this is not what it seems.
I had not heard anything about this movie.
Cool.
I went into it completely blind because
we were Bird Box.
Yeah.
We didn't know shit.
No, I think that's the best way to see this because
I agree.
Obviously,
for good.
especially when we've seen a bunch of horror movies, you can kind of pick up on.
We're inundated now.
The tropes are.
I mean, even if I didn't see it.
You can Leslie Vernon that. Oh yeah, well he's the killer's getting ready and.
Yeah, but I just like how they did this, especially with the chapters being like they were, and I think it does help kind of subvert the audience a little bit and drag it out a little bit more too.
Yeah.
When the twist actually does happen, because then you almost get a separate movie once you're okay, this is definitely what's going on here, and then we have a whole second half of this movie.
Yeah, it's all Willow Fitzgerald going from that mask, and then the mask comes off.
Yeah.
And it's.
Yeah.
I do need them to put it in a linear timeline.
I wish they
just
had
want to do it.
Yeah, I wish they had talked a little bit more about the lady and what her motivations were a little bit, because
They do mention her motivation.
yeah, it's something about her mother. She carves her mother initials.
Nope.
No, see, it's about seeing.
She sees
She
people
sees
as devils.
demons.
I don't see humans. I see devils.
Yeah,
Well, they say
devils.
that too.
Yeah.
So what is carving?
Here's my thing, though, right?
She carves EL into
That's her name.
demon
That's her
Electric Lady.
Do you think that
EL.
she really thinks that they're demons, or you think she's just
Yes.
saying that as like a ploy?
No, they do.
She does, because there is a quick snippet in the hotel room where we, as the audience, see a demon flash on the screen.
Not only that, but like in the scene where she kills Officer Pete, she says it, and then
She looks in the.
she
rear
looks
view.
in the rear view mirror, and like there's like this cue that tells you, oh, she sees Officer Pete as a demon and immediately kills him because she has apprehensive feelings about killing him.
Mhm.
And then she's like, some people I see as humans, and sometimes I see them as demons. And then, like in that instant, she sees him as a demon and immediately kills him.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think what's good about this is actually we don't get too much backstory here. We get just
Yeah.
enough to get us like the story going. It's kind of like a Michael Myers type of killer idea. Like, we don't know much about the motivation. Yeah, we talked about the demon thing. Even Demon the character, like, we don't really know much about him other than he's a cop. He's probably married or has a girlfriend. Maybe he has a cocaine past. We're not
Maybe
sure
a
on
little
there.
bit of riding the white pony.
Yeah, but I like how there's not a whole lot of exposition, and we can kind of infer a lot of things.
What I inferred from it is that, like, this woman has some sort of affliction that causes her to lash out in this way, is how I interpreted everything.
See, I just interpreted her as just a stone cold psychopath.
Right.
And the demons or something like that was, even if she kind of saw it, but it's like a fabrication that she uses to just like, and it doesn't mean anything to anybody but her even. It's just her way of like,
justifying.
Either justifying it or just being batshit crazy about it and just being like, yeah, they were demons anyways, so I killed them.
You know what's great about this is we could all be right.
Yeah.
Right.
And she,
good for discussion.
She mostly seems to kill people out of her own convenience, at least from what we see on screen.
Especially how she treats Genevieve and Frederick. Especially how she treats Frederick. Frederick is like she knocked over a fucking vase in this woman's living room.
Yeah.
I think the other thing that I love about this movie is that they do play with the gender roles and subverting expectations. Like you said, they, I think, play with us as the classic final girl trope. They know how to change it, but we also see great scenes of her also using it to her advantage.
Oh, yeah, because everybody's like, oh, well, we'll all help this innocent young woman out.
Yeah.
And then you end up getting EL carved into your chest.
And my last point, my overall thoughts, is like something Dan harkened on. Willow Fitzgerald is so fucking good in this movie. So good. She goes through so many different levels of scary, her being terrified, her being sexual, her being...
Well, she did do Scream.
Scared. It's crazy.
The
though.
range is
she
just
has great
crazy.
range.
She does have great range.
Because if you think about this movie, I only listed 3 actors off in our casting. It's mostly Kyle Gallner and
Willow Fitzgerald, yeah.
So it's a strong movie, I think, on acting wise, and the way it's shot, and the music, and the colors.
Music is pretty awesome, and the colors used wisely, I think.
Yeah, it's got style to it, and that's always a plus. Logan, how about you? This your first time watching Strange Darling?
Imagine you're just sitting there watching a movie, not knowing what it's about, knowing that the title is Strange Darling. So you already kind of have like a pre-notion of like, oh, this is going to be a chick flick because we are.
Oh, okay.
We are in the.
That's not where I thought you were going, but okay.
Okay.
We are in the good for her.
Oh yeah,
era.
we are. You're
Yes,
right.
we are.
So that's what I had to go off of. That's all I had. Not chick flick, but you know what I mean, like Final Girl.
Yeah,
And you sit down, you see a shitty magenta ink logo, and you're like, ah. Then you see the Miramax logo, and you're like, oh, okay. Okay, you brought me back there.
This feels like a
I
roller
thought the same
coaster.
thing.
What is going on?
My aching back. I'm gonna take a second. All right,
this is
Logan,
a
ease us
third-rate
in here.
movie. Oh, Miramax.
Lobbing grenades indiscriminately.
But then you see that Kodak. Can you just come a little bit?
Did I just go?
Did you just come?
Because for the love of
on?
God, I almost I almost give it 5 stars just off of that alone.
Oh, the opening. The opening
No,
shot.
it's not even the opening shot. It's the fact that they said it was filmed in 35 millimeter Kodak. I almost like cried tears.
Bearclaw's face is in amazement, right?
Because that legitimately...
What are we talking about?
That legitimately brought tears to my eyes.
When I saw it, I was like, okay.
Okay.
It's different with you. It's different with you.
okay.
I'm a film lover.
Sure.
They show 30.
Big gulp, huh?
They show 35 millimeter.
Have you filmed a lot of your films in 35?
No, but some of my favorite movies are shot in 35 millimeter.
Can you give us some examples?
No.
Yeah. I'd like to hear your top.
We gotta get into this.
I'd like to
I'm
hear
serious.
your
Like,
top
did you-
3
No,
films
like
in
all
35
older
millimeter.
films are shot, like
Is-
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, all those older.
Okay, yeah,
movies.
because
Spielberg
I
mostly.
don't know jack
Yes,
shit
yeah.
about any of that. Like, when you say 30,
Spielberg
it doesn't
mostly
mean anything
shoots-
to me.
Yeah, older movies were shot in that 35 millimeter because once it went digital, everybody shot in digital.
That's what I'm talking
Gotcha,
about. This
okay.
is Kodak.
So
this is like pristine.
okay. I'm understanding now. I'm picking
It
up
is
what you're putting down.
original. It is classic. That's why I like it.
It's like listening to vinyl, pretty
It's
much.
listening to vinyl. It's like going back
It's
in
filmed
time.
on cellophane.
Yeah.
But
The
here's-
problem is though, like when you see it, technically when you see it projected, it's digital, but it's still filmed in the 35.
It's the fact
Gotcha.
that they said
It was a
it.
big problem in one of the episodes of The Studio. That's Seth Rogen.
oh, I haven't seen
There's
that.
a whole because he's running a film studio.
Yeah.
and they lose one of the reels for the 35 millimeter film that Olivia Wilde's.
A lot of A24 movies are in 35 millimeter too, so they're going back to.
So we've established that you like the film was shot on.
How about the actual film
I was getting
itself?
into it until you guys
All right,
started talking
sorry.
shit.
All right, get us
Okay,
into
let's
it
get
here.
back in. Let's get back in.
We had questions.
Bearclaw, go in your quiet corner.
You gotta call him sir. Bearclaw.
Yeah, come on,
Sir.
man. God. So we get that 35 millimeter.
All right.
And then you bring me
Opening
in.
credits.
Then you bring me in with black and white in a running scene with a beautiful cinematography
Yeah.
and a soundtrack that like almost brings it right back.
Yeah, it was great.
But I'm like, almost immediately, I'm like, please, for the love of God, stay in black and white. Be original. Let's do something different. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And then it fades in, the color fades in.
Mhm.
And you think like in your head, you're like, oh, I should be disappointed. But it's the way they do it that it's like, already you're like, oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like, you got me. Damn it, you got me. You bring the
Everybody,
color in.
for folks at home, there is a twinkle in in Logan's eye right now.
Look, man, cinematography is a big abstract
Yeah,
of why I love movies.
I agree with
and
you.
I think this movie is so unique. I think like from the first moment of the movie with Love Hurts playing and this colorization being brought in, the cinematography, this beautiful zoom.
Yep.
This beautiful zoom, it's right on it. It's not going to like the background. I hate that in horror movies when you are instantly looking at the background, all the other things. No, we are focusing right on Willow Fitzgerald, like from the get-go, because she's the main part of the story. From there on, it just gets crazier and crazier, and they just keep delving into like this madness with like this non-linear timeline. We have like a whole story going on with like different parts, different entries. I think like it might be the Nolan lover in me. I'm fine with it because that is a Nolanism of like this. It's like Memento. You kind of have bits and pieces that are kind of all scrambled, and that's fine with me because honestly, like the OCD part of me is kind of like, get your shit together. Let's put this on a linear timeline.
Yeah.
But the movie lover in me is like, you know what? Let him cook. Let's see this
they're
through.
telling a
Well,
story.
it serves the story to be a non-linear timeline.
Yeah.
The whole point of this is to mess with your expectations.
Exactly.
Like they want you to assume some things at the get-go that are going to be not true later, which is a kind of a common thriller thing that they try. It's never who you clearly suspect it's going to be in a lot of thriller
Kind of
mysteries.
like Behind the Mask.
Yeah, kind of like Behind the Mask.
Oh, yeah,
but
when
I
they-
was actually thinking more like the Knives Out movies.
Yeah, that's true.
Those
Well,
are very comparable to this.
Glass Onion, you can tell.
Glass Onion, yeah, I guess Glass Onion, but Dead Man.
Dead Man was good. Dead Man was
Dead Man
really
was a
good.
good
I think
one.
I like that better than all the other ones because it's very different.
It'd be between that and the first one for me. But
Yeah.
Glass Onion's fun still.
But it plays into that with the whole mystery. And I think what's so good about it is the nonlinear timeline feeds into the cat and mouse chase. That's such an essential part of the movie.
It's got a tempo to it. The movie does move along at certain
quick.
points. And there's some points it drags a little bit, but there are other points where it's got a good tempo to it, like the driving chase, where the cop is acting like a maniac. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was actually, I think, a good choice for them to open with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you really start to think about who it is.
That dude's a real fucking asshole.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
But I think what's so good about this is I went into it blind, and already from the get-go, I'm in, because already you're shooting on 35 millimeter. You have Giovanni Ribisi as your cinematography, and he's
actually an actor. And
He's an
stuff,
amazing
which is-
actor,
which
yeah.
is crazy. But like he shot this really
he
well.
shot this beautifully. I mean, the color we talked about, can I just say, like, the red in this movie is really good. I love, like, the blue colors like Dan picked out on. I think it's like those two colors they really like choose wisely as the big like shots of the movies. That's why this movie works so well, is because there's different parts that are kind of like segmented by its color choice and its palette of colors. There's scenes in this movie where the cinematography is kind of essential to the story it's telling.
Yeah.
Because of how much the characters feel, and it kind of shows through the color of like the chase scene being like this entire scenic background, kind of playing like contrast to her fears of like isolation. The green is a good choice because it shows almost a sense of fear or trepidation. Those kind of things I pick up on, and it's good because you want this kind of movie to like have a great cinematography, great score. Great score. I mean, the score is just sublime. I was digging this. Those are my two big things, like cinematography and score. If you don't have those, you're not a killer in my book.
So you're in.
So I'm in.
All right.
We're getting in.
Well, let's get into this. Right away, we open with Chapter 3.
Chapter 3.
Yeah, that threw me off at first. I was kind of like pissed because I'm like, wait a minute, what are we doing?
In a galaxy far, far away.
And it's titled
A
Can You
New
Help
Hope.
Me, Please? I actually like the title cards. I don't know if
The
I
title
like the
cards
title
helped.
cards,
The title
yeah.
cards helped a lot. If it was just chapter 3, I would have been kind of like,
I don't know about like the shuffling it did between chapters. I don't know. That just kind of
It's
I
the
get
OCD
it.
in
I
us.
get it, but it's like I don't know.
And we start right away with, like you said, just a cool opening, right? Of them in cars, and he's going after her in this truck. He's snorting cocaine while driving.
Yeah, out of
sharp
context, that's kind of funny. You're like, oh yeah, that
He's
guy's
just
just,
like,
fucking reckless to the gills.
He's like, fuck
like
this.
from the get-go, you're kind of like, oh, well, yeah, this guy's got to be bad because he's
Yes.
doing coke. And it's like, oh, wow.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
and talking about the color scheme too, there's a lot of black and reds in this, right?
Yeah.
He's driving the black truck and she's in the red car. I like that to open us. But what are your thoughts on the chase to open? It hooked you right away, or were you like, what is fucking going on? Like this
A
is
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah.
But I think that's the lure of this movie. Like they really, and I was trying to like fit this in somewhere. Like they really do a good job of like breadcrumbing you,
Yeah.
just leading you along, and you're like, all right, it's a really good method in how they keep you invested in the story, and like it plunges you right in the middle, the thick of it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to pull people in. And then you kind of settle down a little bit. The next chapter, they go more into like how they met.
Yeah.
I think that's why they did the chapter 3 choice first.
To start.
And then, like Dan said, kind of like set the scene. Because you do get that kind of shot right, is it right after the chase? where in the beginning scene where she's running, where the woman asks him, "Are you a serial killer?"
Are you a serial killer?
And that's in black and white.
Yeah.
So that kind of like leads you
Yeah,
to
that's
believe.
before. Yeah, you're right. 100%.
So
that's
already
before.
you, and I love this, the director made that scene essential to be first so that you're already thinking he's the bad
Yes,
guy.
Right.
You have a pre-notion of him being the bad guy. You're supposed to root against him so
Yeah.
that you don't see the other thing. It's kind of like you're not supposed to think this way.
No, you're just supposed to see a pretty girl running for her life.
That's exactly what it is.
Did this kind of ruin the pace for you though a little bit, Bearclaw? With like it's starting like this pretty quick, and then the other chapters.
I like a good hook.
kind of slowing it down.
Well, I think that screwed with the pacing for me a little bit, only because the other chapters slow it down pretty hard. Like
way down.
them going on this date and then this whole scene thing acting out, and like
It was a bit much.
I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot of roundabout ways of getting to something that could have been communicated in like 10 minutes if you had just gone through like I don't know. It was just a lot.
Do you think that, like, going back to the, like, I mentioned this earlier with how they divvy up the chapters and everything, it's very Tarantino-esque.
Yeah.
Do you think they are also trying to adopt Tarantino-esque dialogue scenes where they were trying
but they're
to...
not as good as the dialogue scenes, because like the dialogue scenes in Tarantino are so awesome because they're so quippy and they tell you a lot. There's a lot of context and a lot of stuff that's kind of shot at you that you pick up, and it's very natural sounding. This is not as natural sounding, and there was a little bit of rambling, and I don't know. I just thought it was something that could have been communicated a lot quicker than it was, and they need to make a runtime, but there's really like I said, there's awesome scenes of that. Him stopping the truck and getting out with the shotgun and deciding to go for the long shot with it, and then there's a scene of like running around in the woods, and then this date that lasts forever.
I think Bearclaw's right. I don't think there's like, I think we say it a lot where you can't do without it, but you can find ways around the whole 30-minute conversation,
or at
about
least
code
like
words.
truncate it, tighten it up a little bit.
We'll get to that in a minute because I do want to talk about when they are in the hotel room a little bit and
Oh yeah.
Well, no.
What specifically?
You know what? I will say this though.
Choke me harder.
I will say the safe word: do not test me.
Stop using that.
At the end of chapter 3, the lady comes to the mountain people's house here, but then it breaks. And then we get chapter 5, Here Kitty Kitty.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
And then we see the demon in this house.
That was the best scene.
Searching for her. Did this build tension really good?
I thought it built tension really good, but the second that I saw the demon walk in and see the mountain people are dead, I was like, 100% she's the killer.
Yeah,
I
That's
saw
the
that.
moment.
That's
I
what.
was like,
Now I will say
he
this.
didn't shoot him in the head because he's acting like
he never seen that. Like he first encountered it.
Well,
Yeah.
one, you're exactly right. That confirmed it. But 2, did you see the knife?
No.
What
The
about
knife was on the floor.
Oh, I didn't see it.
He's a shotgun man. I was
I
like,
gotcha.
Yeah,
I was
didn't see
like,
it.
it
Wait
would
a
be
minute.
weird.
No, it could have been on the floor, right? Didn't she use it?
Wasn't it in his
Oh no,
chest?
you're right. Because
back?
yeah, when she was in the meat freezer, she didn't have the knife.
No.
But I like the scenes where we can see her hiding in something, so we do think it's those big
Like the
trunks.
lighter
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
The lighter was cool. That's very.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I thought this did a great job of building that tension up, and the whole cat and mouse thing. Logan mentioned it. That's what this movie really is.
I mean,
It's
that
like cat
scene
and
where
mouse.
he's going around the house was just brilliant. I thought that was like a perfect cat and mouse.
I was wondering at one
cinematography.
point in the movie whether he had known it was her and he had like figured out her MO from like the beginning.
But she got the jump.
But she got the jump on him. Like, I was a little bit disappointed because I thought he was going to be like, oh, I didn't snort the ketamine. I snorted this baking soda or something that I put there instead. Because he always had a little gun on him. He was like Frank Reynolds. He always had a little gun. He had the
He had to
gun
pick
in
his
his
teeth
sock.
out of-
He had like he was fully armed all the entire time.
Even had a toe knife.
Yeah.
We're on to chapter 1, Mr. Snuffle, and the demon and the lady are outside the motel having a conversation and bathed in that blue light, which is really cool.
Negotiating
I wish it was in black and
terms.
white, but that's my only because it started with black and white. I felt like it would be a cool idea to go back to black and white.
I do want to ask, what are your thoughts on the lights, like what they mean? Because Dan, you had said about what you thought the blue light.
I thought the blue and the red represented mask on, mask off. Like mask on means like I am trying to deceive you and lure you into a trap, and then once I've lured you into the trap, then I'm going to inflict violence on you. And that's when we get the red scene where she's sitting on the pot in the bathroom. And this whole thing turns red, and then she unleashes.
That's awesome, yeah. Because I thought I like that one. I was thinking it was like he's kind of in control of this situation, so you get the blue light,
Oh, okay.
and then you get the red light when she's
in control.
The other thing I've always heard isn't blue also supposed to symbolize sex as well?
Oh, I
or
don't
like
know.
because it's like the color of water,
Man.
and water also represents
Blue is the color of man, and red is more like, or like a pink is like more female. I guess like if you want to go down that.
red and you're right, red and pink.
I will say this.
I mean blue and pink. Sorry.
I think Dan might be right about the like calmness of it. I think that's what it is there's like a calm, cool, like they're in
we're
control.
just having a couple of beers.
Yeah, and then
But there's I don't think there's any like there's one person in control. I think they're both in control because they have sort of like a notion of what they are doing. They have a calm feeling to them because she gets what she wants, he gets what he wants, where they are both in control over one another, but they don't know each other's secrets yet.
Right. And, keeping in mind, too, they're also complete strangers. So what they're negotiating on, planning on doing, requires a lot of trust, too.
Yeah.
So there's also this healthy mistrust amongst them. There's this cautiousness. The electric lady is essentially trying to disarm.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to know everything you just said in the last like 5 minutes could also be applied to Dharma and Greg.
Get off of Dharma and Greg, Bearclaw.
I'm just saying they had to trust each other. They had to come together. They're from different backgrounds.
Can you go blog about it on your fan page?
Check out our Patreon.
Dharma and Greg
We're gonna have Bearclaw writing in about
Check out the
Dharma
Miles
and Greg.
Madness episode.
We really
Dan
need to
and
do
Logan
it.
go deep and deep dive into the psychology of Dharma
We really
and Greg.
need to do an out of context post where it's like a bunch of pictures and it's like, what do these mean? And it's just like Snuffleupagus and like Dharma and Greg. And you're like, well, they talked about it in the episode.
Coming soon, Strange Darling.
I think like it's cool. This conversation they're having, right? It's like they're kind of getting into it, and then there's a backing off too.
Yeah.
Like getting into it, and it feels like a natural thing because you said like they're strangers. They don't trust each other.
I don't really do this. I mean, I have no problem doing it. I just have to really want it.
But I think also the deeper thing is the cat and mouse thing here.
Who is the cat and who is the mouse?
Or like the spider in the web,
fly.
right?
Spider caught themselves a fly.
And she's having fun until she decides like, okay, we need to get down to business here. And she was always planning on killing him. I think everybody's on that page, right? Like,
Yeah.
So he's choking her, right, in this S&M type of thing.
Off of me, motherfuckers! Oh. You don't fucking hit me!
Please don't fucking hit me. Sir.
Do you think this is legit where she really wants this a little bit?
She's playing him.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I think she feigns fear. I don't think she's afraid of him at all.
well, she's not afraid of him at all because they had planned out that whole scene earlier.
Also,
Because you don't actually see the scene unfold. What I guess you're seeing is her description of the scene. Because like it cuts back to after that whole scene, it cuts back to the truck and she goes, that's how it should go.
Oh, is that her talking about it, or is that an editing trick cue to inform the audience
Of
that
what
this
happened.
is a
This is a
negotiation, this isn't
yeah.
real,
Oh,
this is
okay.
this is a foreplay.
Because the way they frame it, right, is he's on top of her, choking her out right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
and
trying
we're
to
like,
play
whoa.
into that of
Yeah.
like her
Yeah.
bringing in the safe word to try to explain why she said Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, right.
That's the only reason they split it, is to try to explain why she said
know,
that.
And to
break it
continue
up.
to divert your expectations.
Because you're thinking he's killing her in that scene, but
Right.
instead it's like a
It's a
sex
sex
thing.
thing, right.
But I will say this. I think she isn't scared, but this is almost her way of confirming that he is like a devil.
Yeah.
Because he goes along with it very willingly until the end.
I don't think she believes in the devil's shit. I think it's like a weird psychopath coping mechanism for her, but
for what she
I don't
wants to
think
do.
for what she wants to do. But I think she just uses it as an excuse for what she wants to do.
You could be right, because
She doesn't
why
like-
okay, so this gets me to my question though, because she obviously picks him up at a bar, right?
Right.
So is her idea in this situation to, I'm gonna pick him up to kill him, or like, I truly want what's gonna happen here, like I want him to choke me and have this sexual act go on, but then I'm not feeling it. Like, what are your thoughts?
Because you automatically were a human at one point and then you turned into a devil.
Well,
And-
also, we never
yeah.
know how she killed the
That's
other
a good
people.
point, though, Kevin. I think it supports Bearclaw's point of
Yeah,
like, is it
it's
a
like premeditated
thing
yeah.
that's like her
Well, we don't know
MO
how she
motive.
killed all the other victims.
You're right.
Too.
She
That
did
could have been like
100%
her.
right.
That could have been her motive.
To them.
Yeah.
You're
That could have been her like whole
That's
MO.
why I kind of thought he was like a sleeper agent. He like knew this was her MO, and like
Like
but
she's
I don't think
FBI.
that's the case. But like
It could have been.
He kind of knew going into this that like she was out there and she was doing this. That's why he was playing into this. But then it got a little bit too complex.
I think he did. I know. I don't think he knew, because he was
No,
pretty.
I don't think he did either.
Because even
It
then,
would have
he's
been
kind
a
of
lot
like.
cooler if he did that.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Even when there's a scene where they're like, she's locked up and he kind of goes like, you're really her, you're really the electric lady. I think like he didn't know until she started carving it in.
She carved it in.
Yeah, because at first
But
he was pretty into it.
do
So
you
I
think
think it was like him blowing off steam.
Do you think she also kind of liked him though? Because she says, I never carved it there before, like over his heart.
I've never put it there before.
Maybe she liked him more than some of her
Some
other,
of her other victims.
victims. You know, I mean,
What she said.
everybody wants to be the favorite victim. You know,
I wouldn't be
like-
her favorite.
Well,
Ah,
I mean, what?
the hell? I'm gonna start saying
I
my
mean, what?
save for it.
Paul of Slane, what?
Oh, we're bringing
I
her
can
in.
fix her.
Bringing her in.
Hey, look, man, she's no Florence Pugh.
Believe me, you cannot.
Let's go to chapter 4, The Mountain People. This breakfast looks like shit.
Yeah,
I was like, holy fuck.
There's a cardinal
Listen.
sin against breakfast.
Listen, the man put on some butter. He put on some maple syrup. He's got, you know,
What was
Listen,
this?
listen.
What was
What's that?
That's our Sunday breakfast.
You mind?
Get in there.
these guys are drinking mushroom tea. Living on the mountain.
These people are
mountain
living their
people.
best fucking
Yeah.
life. They're high off their ass.
He's got his
They're
audio tapes
plowing every
going.
day.
You're right.
They're
Yeah.
making up fucking weird
Also,
games
can I
with
just
puzzles.
say, like that audio tape scene where he's going through the house, like shooting stuff, and all you hear is like the audio tapes of the guy. That was pretty cool. That
Why
was a
was
pretty
he
cool
playing
thing.
audio tapes? I thought she was gonna run in there and they were gonna be serial killers too, because he's doing what? Like he's broadcasting
Whoa.
NPR to his
Yeah.
property. I'm like, dude, get a pair of like Bluetooth earphones or something.
For the chickens.
Did you listen to any of it?
No,
It
what did
was like
say?
on Sasquatch shit.
Oh, was it?
And they talk about Sasquatch.
They're doomsday
He's like,
preppers.
oh, did a Sasquatch do
Yeah,
that
they're like,
to
are you sure it's a man?
Okay.
And they're like, no, he was driving. Oh, Sasquatch can't drive.
Sure it wasn't one of them things done this to you?
Don't say it out loud.
What things?
It's squatchy in those woods. We don't go too deep in them.
Squatchy.
You sure it was a man did this to you?
Yes, he was chasing me in a truck.
A pickup truck?
Squash can't drive no pickup truck.
I mean, they're doomsday preppers, right? That's what the wife said. Yeah. That's what the old lady said.
Yeah,
She said they're doomsday preppers.
Off
so
the
they're
grid, just
they're off
living
the
their
grid.
best life.
This couple I love. They really
Yeah.
brought this different energy to this
Oh, yeah.
movie that was needed. And then they were more than fodder because in the brief moments we have with them, we feel for them.
We get more complexities because then that's the moment that
we figure
we
out the
figure
twist,
it out,
right?
the twist. Well, maybe you guys. I knew.
I
from,
did for sure. I didn't know that she was the killer until she killed
There's
him.
there's confirming scenes, of course, but like I don't know. I think from the jump, I was kind of like, oh, she's the killer because I'm like that would be a cool
Just
twist.
the fact we talk about colors a lot. I got to be honest with you. I had a suspicion from the second that she was wearing red and driving a red car.
That's what it was for me, Bearclaw.
Red is very much a warning color.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
It's a warning
Like
color.
this is not the good one.
And they beat you over the head with that red color.
oh,
throughout
they
the
beat
movie.
you over
It's
the
a
head
lot.
with it.
It's a lot.
They did good.
What chapter are we on here?
Hell, I don't even
We
know
got
at
into
some point.
chapter 1 divided by 3. The
Carry
square
the
root of
one.
pi.
Chapter 2, do you like to party? And this is where things really unravel, right?
Yeah.
She's like, hey, let's do a little coke. That gets
Yeah.
me horny. Like, you know. And,
Wow.
And
Ugh.
he does not do coke, huh?
No, and it's funny because she does it with the implication that he's gonna get sex, and then after he does it, she withholds the sex and starts fucking with him even more.
It was kind of a brutal scene because she's like, yeah, in 5 minutes, like if you want to fuck, we'll fuck.
You know what? I'll tell you what. If you still can fuck in 5 minutes, sure.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes, he's fucking
He's
drooling.
That's kind of
It was horrible, man.
It was
Like,
horrible because I thought up until that point, I thought he was hunting her and I thought he was going to have some clever rebuttal. And then that's one of the things the film did successfully mess with my expectations when you see him like passed out, like drooling because he's had so much ketamine.
Fuck. Yeah, and you do get those great scenes of her on the toilet in that red. Like, that was a cool shot in that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shots in that.
Because it
section.
shows you that's like her thinking. That's her being herself.
She needs space to kind of like think of like
Process.
what's her, because when she's hiding away from the killer, she's like, I mean, she's scared, but she's kind of like thinking. She's kind of like,
Yeah.
you can see the wheels
Yeah.
turning in that because she's turning on the light. You can see her head kind of like going around in her eyes, like very focused on like a singular thought because she knows like once he finds her, she's going to have to act. I like that she uses space because that is kind of like a very, I mean, it's not psychotic. It's a lot of people's thinking apparatus is how we kind of like can start to process things, is giving us our alone time to kind of think about things.
And that's a good point because she's been with this guy from like the beginning of the night and we're going into the end, end of the starting the morning.
She hasn't had a moment of clarity. The only time she did was in the bathroom, and she was mostly focused on killing him. Now it's more staying alive. So it's a flip on the head. She needs her time. And then she had to deal with the couple. So she needed the time to think.
Going back to what Kevin said about this guy being her favorite, do you think that she is also contemplating whether or not she wants to kill this man?
See, I don't think so. I think she's gone into psychopath survival mode.
Yeah.
And, you know, psychopath survival mode is different than a normal person's survival mode because they can think about things in such a cold and calculating, like, oh, these people that the kindness of their heart take me in. A normal person would be like, oh, well, you know, we'll call the cops. It'll all be okay. But like a fucked up psychopath's going, okay, well, how do I use these people to my advantage? When do I kill them? Because obviously they've seen me already, so I have to kill them.
Yeah.
She's just in pure survival convenience, which makes me think the whole devil thing is kind of bullshit.
Dude, this was Jim Gordon versus Harley Quinn. Like, let's be 100%.
Going back to kind of what Logan and I were also talking about with like the cinematography paired with the music, like it's a musical cue to let you also know, besides with the red light, there is some sinister intentions about to take place.
I want to talk about what you said though too. Like on my point of maybe her liking him and not wanting to do this. I was thinking when she finds his wallet and actually sees
the badge,
to me, that's when she kind of clicks in and goes, now I got to kill him.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
And there was
I interpreted that scene differently. I interpreted that scene as, oh fuck, I've picked the wrong, like,
I picked the wrong one.
Picked the wrong guy.
Also, yeah, it's also a valid
because
thought.
they're gonna come looking for him.
Yeah.
They're not going. He's not just some bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna come after me for this.
That's what I thought too.
I gotta disagree with you, Bearclaw, because I think she already knew she was in trouble because she's a famed serial killer. She already knows the cops are after her. She knows that she has to kill the one person that she thought she could trust because she was starting to feel like there was something about him because like there was a point in the movie where she was obviously torturing him, but I don't know if she was gonna like do him in at some point. I think like she was starting to like frame him as almost like a portrait, not like a, you know.
She's more obsessed or into the idea of him versus him as a person.
Yeah, because he's a cop, it almost frames him in a certain way because she knows he's an enemy. Because he has the training, he has the skills, he's a cop, he's not an innocent. Now she knows he's been hunting her.
At least from what is conveyed in the movie, I don't know that her process goes that deep. I think he was a victim, that she was planning on it, and I have a line to support this, and it's gonna kind of burn my line of the movie, but when she goes, Gail, your business is not my business. What this is here, it's recreation. And keep in mind, she doesn't say you fucking deserve it. She says, I fucking deserve it.
And she used that line earlier in the movie with recreation with them in the hotel scene because to her, it's pleasure.
Exactly. Well, she used that when she was talking to him in the truck. It was when they were like trying to justify like, oh, well, did you normally do this? They were kind of going back and forth with that nonsense. And that's where she sticks that line in. And to me, that's a critical line because she is just like, she knows she's going to kill him.
Yeah.
She thinks he's some country bumpkin that she picked up and she's just going to make him her victim.
Well, not only that, I think what seals his fate is when he mentions something about calling the authorities.
Yeah.
That's a death sentence immediately. She's like, I got to kill this motherfucker now.
Yeah.
Like, how could you do this? Like, I now have to kill you.
Whoever is going to pick up a phone, she's killing.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I saw, and you know what's funny is with the red hair too, I'm like, well, I brought it up earlier, is this feels like Harley
yeah, the
Quinn.
red hair too.
Yeah, red
This
hair.
feels
Red
like her-
being another symbol.
Yeah.
The red hair.
Yeah.
Warning.
She plays it off like Harley Quinn. I think like that's why she's so compelling is because she has layers. She has a range, kind of like Harley Quinn, where you see like the
different levels.
You see like the kind of like cool, calm, controlled one when she has that sense of control. But you also see that psychotic side when she's almost let out, or she has that. I think like that's good that you kind of don't know what to expect with her. And you're right, Bearclaw. I think, you know, the devil's, it could be one of two ways. It could be she is actually seeing that, or it's just a way to cope. I think it could be both. But
Yeah.
it's the fact that it's there and you don't truly understand it, that it's almost like it's good because it gives her those
Some
kind of
weird
layers.
motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to, she carves the EL in him, right?
Yep.
We get this payoff for something earlier in the first chapter where her fucking ear is gone. And
Yeah.
she's pouring that vodka
Yeah.
on her ear. Now we see what happened. He has surpassed the ketamine a little bit. It seems
Yeah.
like time has really passed here. She's been in the bathroom.
She's left a little bit too long, and he's managed to get his shit together. And
Just a little bit.
That's another
yeah.
hallmark of like mental illness is like your concept of time is just.
Yeah, is out the window.
Yeah.
And he shoots her in the fucking ear as she's about to really kill him.
Yeah.
I thought this was a great scene where he's got the gun. All he can move is one hand at this point, and just trying to shoot whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he finally makes his bearings over to the actual cocaine.
I've been given so many doubters. I needed an upper fuck.
Now he's like, fuck this.
I need a boost.
Think of that scene from Always Sunny in the Being Frank episode.
The Ritterell?
When he like takes all the medicine from the medicine cabinet and smashes it up, and then it's like, bam, 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 like
it's like the spinach to his Popeye.
Frankenstein.
We get this great scene where she is running in her underwear, right?
Yeah.
And into the hotel office. Like we talked about earlier, here is a woman who it looks like she's in trouble and she's taking advantage of the situation. Like
He's coming after me.
Yeah. And then, like you said earlier, too, with the phone call, oh, we got to call somebody. Bam.
Yeah. As soon as the police are called, she's got to kill him.
I do love this, too. And she's talking to the other girl, and she's like, hey, give me your keys. And
What do you got for a ride? And she's like, I got a Chevy. Nope.
she's like, I got a Pinto.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, Pinto.
Like, what the fuck? We get to chapter 6. Who's Gary Gilmore?
I instantly looked up Gary Gilmore because I'm like, who the fuck is Gary Gilmore? And then I saw that. Yeah.
I just accepted it
The
without knowing who it was.
The lady is handcuffed in the freezer, right? Because the demon shoots her through the freezer. He finally figures out that she's in the freezer and she's handcuffed, and they're kind of having this conversation. I kid you not, man. This is one of the few moments in my movie watching history I've actually screamed out, holy shit, when she fucking bites his neck.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I can't believe this happened.
The gore effect on that too, when like they have him like down, incapacitated, and like they have the little like jugular vein just out. I was like, oh, that's so gross, but so graphically real. I loved it,
And she,
but
like,
hated it at the same time.
He like spits out
Yeah.
half his fucking neck.
Yeah.
It's brutal to even think about here, but I mean,
They went with it with that gore there. That was a cool choice because for a while there it was kind of going like, I mean, except for the carving scene.
Yeah.
Besides
there
that,
wasn't
they,
much,
they
like,
didn't
gore
really
scenes.
They didn't
until
really
this.
do that until just
Yeah.
now, and I think they saved it for the right point because it needed that.
Yeah, and then we have the epilogue because the cops show up. He calls his police force here.
I think
Yeah,
the
the
epilogue
police
might be
force.
my favorite section of this movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
They call
guys, what's your favorite
Steve
chapter?
Gomez in from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Plays Gomez in Breaking Bad, so it's pretty cool to see him as a cop here. He's the one who does the good cop work because that other cop does not do. He's like, whoa, we don't know what happened here. We've got to figure that out before we start.
She is smart, though. She pulls her pants down.
Right.
And, like, goes into, like, a sexually assaulted mode.
Yeah.
That range again, she snaps into that character. She's a great like actress because she's done it before. She's had to play the role before. I mean, not in the same like.
Oh, well, I think a lot
manner.
of psychopaths are good actors and actresses because they've had to spend their entire lives performing, pretending to feel things and that they simply do not feel.
This was pretty amazing here because she is playing on the trope of the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
And the female police officer is all about it. Like, we got to take her away. Like, we got to get her help.
I'm gonna get these off.
What happened here?
What do you think happened, Pete? Look at her.
They take her in the squad car here. And then we come upon, what's her name?
Genevieve.
And she's like, officer, help me.
And then she sees her in the back car and she's like, immediately.
Bam.
Yeah.
Done.
What I love is she finally admits, I am the electric lady.
Yeah.
That was badass.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, it was like the I am Iron Man, 100%.
I love that. What caught me off guard was just what happened next. Where do you go? And it becomes like, is she going to continue this? Is she going to start going down a different path? What is next for the Electric Lady? And I think like those kind of thoughts go through because you're like, one of the main characters is dead.
Yeah, she just killed the demon there.
She just killed the demon who's like an essential part of the movie.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of following this one character. You don't have anyone else. You have this one character. So almost in your head, you're like, where is this going to go? You're kind of almost isolated because you as the viewer don't really understand where she's going to go from here. And I think where it goes is a very interesting play.
I do have a question on this because she does let the female officer leave.
Yeah.
And then, like Dan said earlier, the male police officer asks her, you know, you are the electric lady. Are you going to kill me? And she has the line about, you know, I see demons, right?
Yeah.
Or I see devils, sorry.
I don't see humans. I see devils.
And then she sees him in the rear view, and obviously something pops and she shoots him. Does she only kill men? Because it seems like she doesn't want to kill women.
Right?
She makes
She
that
doesn't
very
want
apparent.
to, but she seems very willing to. If
She's-
the
yeah.
situation
If the means justify the end, she will.
Self-defense, or if she does have to, she will.
Well, she keeps saying, I don't want to kill you, but
I will.
I will, yeah.
Anytime somebody mentions authority, she fucking kills them on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
It's mostly
It's
like-
indiscriminate. She's just trying to protect herself.
I will say this, she does mostly go after men because I think like most women see men as they almost feel distrustful of them. And I think that's where the devil goes into. Like, it's not the actual devil himself, it's the evil within them. She sees it through their eyes. She sees it through who they are. She sees it through their
Well,
actions.
like, are you suggesting she sees like the evil of maleness or something like that?
Men think that we're these prudes who don't like casual sex. Most of us fucking love casual sex. We just wonder that murder isn't going to be served on the side.
Never thought about it that way.
Of course you haven't. You're not a woman.
Almost the evil in people. It's not just male people, because I think if she wanted to, she would have killed the females, but she almost sees the innocence of females more than the innocence of men.
That's what I was gonna piggyback or follow up with a question with you for was throughout the entire movie, there's at no point that she sees any of the female characters as these devils.
Well, I think that goes into, and I know I don't want to say it, but it's almost men are almost seemingly less innocent because, you know, us as men often come off very protruding or very, you know, dominant in a way, not like in a bad way. I'm just saying like it's mostly
it's physical.
It's physical fear of who this person is because they're strange to them. I think it's the actions that cause her to feel that, and the action of her seeing them, truly seeing them in that vision, in that like one look, is where she decides.
You see her as like somebody who's reading signals or like can see the truth of an individual or something like that. I think the movie does this intentionally. Is she's not like a justified killer. That's why they make the mountain couple so harmless and nice. Yeah. And like, that's why they make a lot of the people like so well-intentioned around her to prove out that she's just like Michael Myers. She's just a psychopath.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any moral compass. She doesn't give a shit. Life or death means very little to her. Like, what I think that they're trying to communicate is not that she is like necessarily a female champion. I think that what they're trying to communicate is actually the absolute opposite of that.
100%.
And that she is not some feminist champion. She's just a psychopath who's going to do what she needs to do to survive.
I don't know. I feel like the idea that she is just one mode is smart enough, but it's like the problem I see with her is why would she have a whole ass chat with this dude? She is locked to the chest. She has the spray. He's right in front of her. She could do it at any point.
Yeah,
but
you
yet
could blow her away at any point too, though. He has a gun on her the whole time.
She is afraid of dying.
But that's why I'm like, is she actually afraid of dying, or did she just say that to catch him off guard?
I think she loves the thrill of the chase.
To put a bow on this, I think it's kind of a cool idea in this movie that she only sees in this movie what we can see, men as demons. Like when
we
something
know that
flips.
though. That's like a fact, is that she sees demons.
Yes.
That is almost a clear conception of the movie,
Well,
is that she sees demons.
She's nutty. She's nuttier than a squirrel turd. I mean, like,
well, yeah, she's a psychopath.
And seeing the demons or not, I feel like she's.
See, I disagree with psychopathy. I think if you're introducing hallucinations and demons, you're talking about schizophrenia, and psychopathy psychopathy is different from schizophrenia. So I go back and forth with both of your guys' arguments of, is this more like intentioned or is this more impulsivity, and it's based on like what she's reacting to in her internal stimuli of like a schizophrenic diagnosis of like, I see demons. When I look at you, I see a demon, and demons are bad, and I have to kill you.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive either, because like you had Jeffrey Dahmer, who was going to put together like some type of weird like amalgamation of human parts and stuff like that, but he was also like a stone cold psychopath. I think the whole demon thing, I don't know that it was as metaphorical as you guys are saying.
I don't think it's metaphorical. I think she concretely has visual hallucinations of demons.
Oh, for sure. I think she does, but I also think that that's just meant to accentuate the fact that she is just, there's something fundamentally wrong with her.
Correct. All I'm trying to establish is that there is a difference between like a schizophrenic episode of like hallucinations and distorted reality and beliefs versus psychopathy, which lacks a human emotional regard and empathy for people. With your argument too, like I can't tell, and this is again going back to Ella Fitzgerald's acting, I can't tell if she is sincerely experiencing like these schizophrenic things, or like you say, she is using it as a means to an end to get people to empathize with her so that she can get close to them and hurt them.
That's what's great about it.
It's layered. It's so layered, and it's so like it makes you think of like what's actually happening.
Let's get to the ending, because Dan pointed this out earlier. We have somebody who's going to pick her up and call in here, and
should always expect people to be armed. Just saying.
Yeah.
Especially out in rural Oregon.
Yeah.
Well, and that kind of lends into
rural
like,
anywhere.
The idea. Like, I think at the end, like she's experienced all of this like heavy shit, and she's internally stimulated by like whatever she is seeing in that rearview mirror. She is so in tune to what's going on. She is not paying attention to her surroundings, and it's telling her to kill this woman, and she's not even fucking looking. She's not even paying attention. She just weakly pulls out a gun and attempts to shoot her, and the other woman's just like, fuck you. Yeah.
Was the other woman like a police chief or something?
No, I think she just like
she's just a mountain woman who believes in 2A.
She was like, I shot somebody. I gotta bring her in.
Just shot a person. He pulled a gun on me, and there was nothing else I could do.
I want to talk about what Logan said at the beginning. So the beginning, you get this amazing shot in black and white, and it seeps to color.
And then it does the opposite.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I have this all written down. The movie plays with the audience's perception of truth and reality. There is an opening that kind of deals with this black and white realm where you're kind of like in this almost like shades of gray where you don't know what the truth is. And I think the end deals with that a lot. The ending is the death of all morale. It's like the finality of truth, and that the truth is subjective and complicated, kind of like the entire character of the lady. And I think that the ending is kind of like a true representation of that, because the film forces audience to rethink everything they saw, shifting them from a place of black and white certainty to complex gray area.
Yeah.
So you don't really know who the actual victim of it is.
Well, I got to ask you, because I kind of felt sad for her in this scene. I know she's done terrible things, but first off, the way she dies is very realistic.
Yeah.
It's not a movie death by any means. And watching the color go out of the screen with the music, and
I didn't even think of like how it goes from color to black and white, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like,
I didn't even think of that.
It's kind of like mimicking one of the things,
Loss of life.
Well, loss of life, but like one of the things that you know about aircraft is you can't go too high in altitude because you'll start to experience what they call hypoxia, where you don't have enough oxygen. And it's very insidious, and it's killed a lot of pilots because you don't know how much hypoxia affects you, because you're like, and one of the ways that they test it is they give you a card full of colors, and you're just supposed to stare at that card, and a plane will go up that's not pressurized to high altitude, and then they'll say, okay, put on your oxygen masks. And the people who just stared at the card while the plane was ascending and then put on the oxygen mask, they say it's like fireworks, because they did not realize that because of the hypoxia, the card had almost gone black and white to them.
Oh my God.
And they put on the oxygen mask, and all of a sudden all the colors pop. And a lot of planes have crashed if they didn't have oxygen systems, or the systems malfunctioned or something like that. And then people went too high, you just go goofy, you pass out and die.
Oxygen, who would have thought how important it is to human existence?
Yeah, I think the ending too is kind of like her coming to terms with her morality, and like the idea of her, almost the evil way of how she handled it is her kind of like coming down, almost like Bearclaw said, like coming down from that high of like, now she knows.
See, I thought the ending, and I don't know, I felt a little bit differently at the ending. I felt a kind of satisfaction.
Oh, okay.
That the like
Jesus, you hate this psychopath.
I do hate this psychopath, and I hate psychopaths in general, because it's so hard for normal people to wrap their heads around that they simply cannot care. You can talk to your blue in the face, da 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 da. It's simply they cannot care, and they're almost like a societal disease, because they will use whatever means necessary to get to whatever ends that they want.
No, I think what makes this a great ending is what you're talking about, Bearclaw, because like we should be happy she's dead. This is a psychopath. This is a serial killer that's dead. But I equate it to a movie we're going to do soon for Straight Jacket Talk in The Devil's Rejects, where like at the end with the music and the context, like you almost have this like, do I feel bad for them? Like
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Like,
are they like tragic heroes?
Yeah. Like, do I feel bad?
But yeah. But then there's a certain, I don't know. There's a practical reality that like these people, whether it be the Devil's Rejects group or this lady, like they cannot be tolerated in society, and somebody's going to need to do some dirty work here.
Let me ask you this, Bearclaw. Do you think that there's like a meta to how this movie ends, in that they want to deceive the audience into feeling empathy for this character?
I think they do a little bit, but I also think that she dies pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Like, she kind of is like this temptress when she's first introduced. But I mean, it just goes to show you that after all the shit that she's done, because I think what happens is she's shot, but the lady doesn't like go get medical help for her right away or something like that.
She's driving her to the hospital. She calls the authorities. She's like, I'll bring her in.
Yeah. Okay. So they're driving, but like, I don't know. I thought about it as this thing of like, you've got this sickness, which is kind of personified in her.
Yeah.
And that there's going to be somebody along the way. Society as a whole is not going to tolerate this enough, especially when you're talking about rural societies. They're not going to tolerate this stuff for very long, especially after all the harm that she's done.
For sure.
And it's not going to be some like super cop that's going to end up getting her. It's going to be kind of almost like the immunities of the society that are going to say,
it's almost like the thing you didn't expect.
Yes, I want to hit on this.
Yes, I have something
the
for that
man
too.
Doesn't kill her in the end.
Right.
It's the woman who kills her.
Yeah, and that's kind of like throws her off, because she's like, wow, that was what did me in.
Yeah.
Come on.
And
we're on the same team.
She doesn't look as
Right.
and it was,
How could you?
How could you?
I have a vagina.
And like I'd say the ending to this is a little bit uglier than the end of a Devil's Rejects, because in Devil's Rejects they kind of go off as tragic heroes, but in this she just quietly dies with a stupid look on her face.
Wow.
And she deserved to die with a stupid look on her
Jesus
face.
Christ.
Lay in the wood.
Listen, anybody who hurts Ed Begley Jr., you're gonna get it fucking both barrels from me.
In space.
Let's head to the wrap up.
Woo. Wrap it up.
Good night, and come back again soon.
Bye-bye.
Do you have any conspiracy theories, hot takes, or odds and ends on Strange Darling?
I have a hot take. They should have casted Danny DeVito as the guy who was in the hotel room next door, whose major line was, in response to being told there's a guy with a gun, I got one too, and flashes a revolver.
To Bearclaw's point, everyone's got a gun here.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got a gun in
Big
their
Second Amendment.
socks.
Yeah. Once you start going north and west, there's going to be a lot of guns. For conspiracy theories, no. I mean, there's just a funny one about, it kind of made me think of this, and it's kind of an odds or ends thing, but Ed Begley Jr. Played in a Tales from the Crypt episode a vacuum salesman who got trapped in a rural area.
Oh no!
And
Good at playing those parts.
by Tim Curry, who's doing a
Pennywise?
No, well, Pennywise,
Yes,
yeah,
Pennywise,
Tim Curry, but he's doing like a, what's the Eddie Murphy, like a Clumps kind of thing where he plays a daughter, a mother, and a father.
Oh, he plays the whole family.
He plays the whole family.
Oh my goodness!
And Ed Begley Jr. has to like marry the daughter, who's just Tim Curry in a wig. And like, there's some pretty crazy stuff that happens in that Tales of the Crypt episode, but it just kind of reminded me a little bit of this because Ed Begley Jr. was like the like hotshot salesman, and he had to marry Tim Curry in a dress with a wig.
Maybe this is where he ended up.
Tim Curry did show up in that show I showed you, Over the Garden Wall. He was playing a female. I think he plays that he can play. He has a range, kind of like the killer here.
Anything from you, Luke?
2 hot takes. Originally, when I saw this movie, I thought that there were both serial killers from the beginning shot.
Yep.
I thought that the play was going to be she was going to reveal herself as a serial killer, and that he was going to as well, and they were going to team up, kind of like
That would have
Bonnie
been
and
cool
Clyde.
if he was like a
Bonnie and
serial killer
Clyde.
with a badge, like he had just managed to cover it up, like you know, like the
Well, he has
Kinda like Hard Eyes Killer?
like the doctor serial killer. Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the play. Like she was going to figure out he's a cop, and then he was going to reveal that he's actually a serial killer posing as a cop to kind of get to her some way. And then my other hot take is from the beginning shot as well. I was like, are we going down the musical route? I would love for them to do kind of like a musical horror.
A sadomasochistic musical?
You got in my way, I had to stab you in the neck.
What are the rules?
Choke me harder.
What are the rules?
Got in my way, I had to stab you in the neck.
What are the rules?
Choke me harder.
What are the rules?
I love it. Can we make a musical? Mouths of Madness musical.
Mouths of Madness, the musical.
Get your DVDs now with
Julie
Bearclaw in the wood.
I have a couple of odds and ends. Jason Patrick narrates the opening Texas Chainsaw Massacre scroll at the beginning.
I'm guessing he's the same guy who originally narrated the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No, you don't know Jason Patrick?
I'm sorry.
Michael. They're only noodles, Michael.
The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Noodles.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the Lost Boys. Give me my Frog Brothers, though.
Listen to this shit. Odds and ends.
Oh, shit.
Film executives almost shut down filming. They hated everything they saw and wanted Willow Fitzgerald to be recast.
What?
Like the one good part of this movie.
They also hired another editor to recut the film as a linear story, which Molnar told them that he would take his name off the film. In his contract, though, he had a stipulation that said he was allowed a test screening. They did a test screening of this movie, and test audiences loved it, so they decided to keep Molnar's.
But here's
So they got a huge dose of shut the fuck up.
I love it.
They did, and then the movie came out.
But again, though,
release.
that's not fair because they only had so many. They only had so many places they could show. It's a very indie movie.
And then, like, did they have a marketing machine behind them? Because I don't remember
They didn't.
the trailers
Yeah,
coming out for this
there
movie.
was no ad.
Actually, this
and I
movie-
wonder if the executives all pissed off about this said, fine, you know what, go make your little movie and then we'll see who sees it, because we're not, the marketing budget for this
96% Rotten
is $2.50.
And then Rotten Tomatoes said, suck it.
It's funny because
true, but
it's funny because Red Letter Media pointed out at this time when Strange Darling came out, Longlegs had also come out.
Oh, that's tough.
And Longlegs got a ton of
Shit, that is
money
really
put
tough.
into
Marketing.
the publicity.
Yeah, I remember
and things.
Longlegs coming
Longlegs
out.
was big,
The
man.
scariest movie you've seen in a
Yeah,
With
right.
Nick Cage.
And Nick Cage and Strange Darling got nothing.
Yeah, that's really fair.
And they were like, eh. But anyways, onto Hall of Slain.
Longlegs was. I don't know. We'll talk about Longlegs.
We'll
at
get
some
there.
point.
We'll
Yeah.
get there. We'll get there.
Somebody's got to pick it soon, right?
The scary
I'm
movie
looking at you,
scene with
Bearclaw.
I'm looking at you, Logan.
I'm not picking
Mr.
one.
Mr. New Generation.
Why did you let me
Generation.
exist?
You got 2 picks left, Bearclaw. to pick.
This is my generation.
There you go.
You got to play it, Nathan.
We're on to Hall of Slain. Our Hall of Slain are characters that have died in the movies that we review that would help us get through and survive a horror movie because we are the final girl. Are there any characters from Strange Darling you would like to nominate?
Yes, Officer Pete.
Which one's Officer Pete?
He was the one who was like, hey,
He was the one that cased
Yeah.
the scene correctly and
Yeah,
got
but then he
overrided
got-
by the rookie.
And then he got blue balled, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah, you're right. He got overrid by the rookie, man.
By the rookie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What about now,
that's not
gentlemen?
really cool.
Hear me out on this one. Ed Begley Jr.
I mean,
Ed Begley Jr. Except I don't want to make him eat breakfast.
He's not cooking.
He can make breakfast, but not for me.
I mean, just
can
think
make
about it
breakfast
from
for
a
my-
preparedness point of view. He was prepared.
Yeah. He's
We
about
may
Sasquatch.
encounter Sasquatch.
We may.
A resident Sasquatch expert
Hey.
is gonna be handy.
And we're heading in. We might be heading into Saw territory. We need someone who knows Jigsaw as well.
Whoa.
Not only that,
Whoa.
we need a member of
Fourth
Madness
dimension.
who knows how to create recreational fun in
That's
times
true.
of stress.
Stressful
That's right.
time.
He's a doomsday prepper.
All
we
right.
need that shit.
Let's
Because
bring-
we go to Y2K.
I mean, and if we're judging by the best in show, he can get difficult stains at a carpet.
Yeah. So,
Also
so we're
very
throwing
helpful.
Fred in. Frederick is in.
Frederick, Nathan, gavel sound.
I'm gonna make a Hail Mary pitch.
I'm with you on this one, I think.
I want the electric lady.
Yeah, I want
I
her
can
too.
fix her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I might be able to fix
Bearclaw.
her.
No,
What are we
we
thinking?
can't.
We're not-
We cannot.
I'm going with Bearclaw.
This is like, let's add a serial killer.
Can we bring in the
She-
version where she's got the red wig on?
Can we get Blue Light
Yeah.
Electric Lady?
No,
because she's still connected
blue
to
light
red
electric
light.
lady
Of her.
turns into red light electric lady.
How
But
about
I like Blue Light Electric Lady.
How about the version
And
of
I
her
want
where
her in
she's
there.
got them boots on and the
What
underwear?
about when she's running in her underwear?
Gentlemen,
Yeah,
Can we have running in her underwear
you guys
Electric
have
Lady?
fallen for her trap. That's how she hooks you.
I want to
And
be
then-
trapped by her.
And
though.
then yeah,
And that's why I
Well,
want
how
her
about
in.
this? We'll
What
put
if,
her
what,
my
if, what
way.
if she just traps me?
She's not gonna help. What is the mission of the team here? To help us survive.
Well,
how is she gonna help us survive? 'Cause
morale.
If we get in the way, she's going to stab you or bite off your jugular. Like that's what she's gonna do.
Sounds hot.
Or she's gonna shoot you.
You know, like if we're at the end of the rope here, we're in the bunker like Hitler, right?
Okay. Okay. Oh, save
Stop
for it.
including me.
Save
Stop
for it.
including me.
Save for it. Save for it. Save for it. Save for it. I don't want.
Popsicle. Popsicle.
Purple
Popsicle.
people eater.
Popsicle.
I like how Logan's safe word is safe word.
Sanctuary. Sanctuary.
He thought very hard about it.
Sanctuary.
Thinking
All
about
of
this
his
all night.
passwords are also passwords.
Sanctuary, bro.
We'll never guess
All
it.
right.
We don't need to go into. We can get off of this. We're off of this. Nathan, hit up Hook, Line, and Stinker.
I
We're
think
not
Nathan's
getting
with me on this.
No.
All right, it's time for Hook, Line, and
Editor's note.
Stinker.
No, I am not.
Editor's note. Actually, I'm entirely on board with this, and I am vetoing Bearclaw and Logan's veto powers. Welcome to the Hall of Slain, Electric Lady.
Hook is our favorite kill in the movie. Line is our favorite line or quote in the movie.
Wait, we didn't add anybody to the Logan wing.
Oh,
did
yeah,
we?
yeah. You're getting way ahead of yourself.
hang on,
man. We
let's
got
go back.
Logan wing.
Record
Nathan,
skip.
rewind it. Rewind it.
We gotta
Rewind
put
the
the scenes
tape.
out of order again.
Logan, what do you got? What do you got?
I honestly
Logan.
wanted the Electric Lady so she can co-op some of my.
You're not getting her.
If I can't have her, you can't either.
Right. Damn right.
What is going on with the
Now, here's my other
lady
thing.
love in this room?
Now, here's-
I was happy
Oh
she
my
was
God.
died at the end.
Now
of that.
look, guys. You guys have a guy who
I can fix her.
we already have Florence Pugh. I'm already fixing her. She's perfect. She doesn't need fixing. But I will say this. You guys already have a demon. I need one.
Wait a minute. We could bring the demon into our Hall of
Oh, that's true. He is capable. He was good with the shotgun.
Dude, he got a pretty good shot out with all the carving.
Yeah, good cop.
I don't know, man. Maybe my wing, but I think he could be good for all of our.
I think we add him in with Ed Begley Jr. I think they're two sides of the same coin. We got a man of kinetic action and a man of planning and thoughtful reflection.
Look, we're taking him for the full wing here.
Okay,
Let's go. All right. Nathan Gabel's
Good suggestion, Logan.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, for the Logan wing.
I like how you just take a breath there.
Brass tacks.
Let's get down to some of the victims here, because didn't she kill that one guy, the hotel guy?
The woman.
Can we?
The woman in the hotel.
Can we nominate
right?
Gail?
What?
Gail's the hotel
Officer
woman.
Gail.
Oh, the officers.
Yeah.
No,
The woman there.
she didn't die.
The officer.
Oh, yeah,
cop.
that's right. She didn't die.
How about Genevieve? Do you want her?
She didn't die.
Yes, she did. She
oh
got
yeah,
shot.
she got shot. She didn't die.
I feel like Genevieve was a corporate manager that is badly needed on the Logan wing to help.
Wait a minute, Genevieve's the old lady. You
was-
want
oh,
the
no,
you
not
want the
the
hotel
Genevieve.
you want the hotel manager.
Yeah,
gotta
the
get our
hotel
women
manager,
straight, man.
I think goes to the Logan wing.
She
I
could,
think there's
like-
a lot of buzzwords she could use and a lot of corporate.
You need a lot of girl boss power.
Yeah, you need
Yeah,
some
Florence
girl
Pugh.
bars power to get everybody in line.
That could be an interesting power dynamic for your Logan wing too.
Guys,
Those
yeah.
competing
also wearing a
forces.
power suit. I think that's some
Guys, I gotta use my safe word. I'm feeling a little stressed out about adding her.
Safe word. Safe word.
She might be able to
Sanctuary.
help
Safe phrase, you mean?
deprogram.
Look, I don't want her, so I will not be taking her.
Oh, Nathan,
You know what? I'm not gonna
Yeah,
fight
I don't
it.
think I'm gonna-
I really don't care.
Nathan, it's up to you. If you want it, clown horn it in, but
Nathan, I don't really give a shit. I'll be 100%. She's a very throwaway character.
I don't think there's any Logan wing material here.
There's not strong Logan wing material.
not in this one. Maybe in the next one.
Yeah, maybe in
I'll
the
be
next
100%.
one.
I think all these characters kind of work well, and I think my wing is like the ragtag
characters
group
that
of
maybe
characters
don't
that
work
kind of
so
do
well,
shit,
yeah.
except for maybe Frog Brothers, but they didn't know shit.
All right, we're on to hook, line, and stinker. Fast forward.
Okay, we're back to the chapter.
Chapter 4.
Hook is our favorite kill in the movie. Line is our favorite line or quote in the movie. And stinker is something funny, awful, or weird that happens that makes the movie either better or worse. My hook is Demon getting the bite to the jugular.
Yeah.
This is...
That was brutal.
Very visceral.
Like I said earlier, man, I yelled out loud, holy shit. I didn't see it coming, and it took me by surprise. And like Dan said, the fucking gore effect just... ugh.
Added tenfold to that.
Ugh. Line.
Sometimes I don't see humans. I see devils.
I see devils. The electric lady. Stinker is the fucking breakfast that you're
Wow, really?
Listen, not
even the slap?
Not a terrible breakfast, but not an S tier breakfast either. I mean, it's a C tier breakfast. Like, you can't be that angry about it. It's got all the components
I
there.
don't really have a lot out there.
What components? This is everything.
It's got a lot of different things. You got to imagine him and his wife are probably on several substances at the same time, because Scott Baio is talking to them while they're making that puzzle. He's like, "Hey Jim, the piece over here, you know."
This is 5 points. If you put this piece here, you'll be ahead of your wife by 7 points.
I don't know the Charles in Charge theme song off the top of my
Charles
head.
in charge.
Of me.
Charles in charge. Charles in charge.
of me.
I'm just gonna keep saying Charles in charge.
Or also Bob Law from Arrested Development. Also Scott Baio.
Wow. Range.
I'm up.
Yep.
All right. Hook. I have the electric lady's death.
Oh.
For the reason we've kind of been dancing around a little bit. it's kind of ironic that she doesn't suspect the woman who picked her up as a threat. She ends up dying in the same fashion as her victims. The only thing I do wonder, though, is she even lucid at this point to even be aware of her surroundings? Like I was saying earlier, she is responding to some kind of internal stimuli in that side view mirror. Like she is tunnel visioning that fucking side view mirror and is not, it's telling her to do something and she's obeying it, but she is not cognizant. Like she is not focused on actually doing it, and it ends up being her demise. So that's my hook. My line, also same as Kevin. Officer Pete, why did you kill all those folks? Sometimes I don't see humans, I see devils. Proceeds to see Officer Pete as a devil and kills him after saying she'd rather not. To me, it's like this reveal that this beautiful, charming woman has like this severe and untreated mental illness, and she's not a psychopath. She's just a sick individual. My stinker, also, Kevin, that breakfast being prepared by Frederick could have been considered a hate crime towards breakfast.
Wow.
Leave Frederick alone.
I love
dead.
Frederick, but he can't make breakfast for shit. I would not eat his breakfast.
Oh man, Bearclaw.
Leave him alone. No, my hook was the lady's death, which, unlike you gentlemen, I found intensely satisfying. Like,
Jesus.
You cannot be allowed to keep going around, and there will be justice. And the fact that it surprises her a little bit makes it all the more sweeter for me, because it's like, oh, okay, you thought you were always going to be able to get out of every situation, and you thought, because that's kind of the arrogance. Because
there is an sense of arrogance
for
with
sure.
it,
The
too.
arrogance of like a psychopath is like, I can handle any situation.
For sure.
And there's just some stuff when your back's to the wall and you finally cashed your last check. Because like I disagree. I don't know that she's suffering. Well, she is suffering from mental illness, but I think the suffering comes from she's just a complete amoral psychopath. Like she doesn't care about anyone or anything, and whatever will get her there. So her death is good.
We have a bathroom break. I denounce it out loud.
You know what that means?
Your man
It's time
on the
for
street.
Man on the Street. I'm live here in this hotel. There's a lot of drugs on this scene. Oh man, that's really visceral. There's like
Logan, you shouldn't be messing with the evidence like that. You don't need to test everything.
There's a lot of blood and drool and drugs. Oh my god, this is awful. This is like a movie scene from the 80s. I mean, that serial killer just fucked everything up. I had this big scoop I was gonna plan out, and then some random lady had to get to her.
We were just here for the corn festival.
I know. That's why I
Best
told you,
corn in
Bearclaw. I didn't tell you that I actually planned this all to get to the electric lady. You see, I was on to her.
You knew it all along.
Yeah, I was like the demon. Watch those enchiladas, man.
You were gonna hunt her with a different type of weapon.
Yeah.
The enchiladas.
Enchiladas. Hey, man, she was in that bathroom a little long. She might have had some enchiladas along with the drugs.
Some of the enchiladas.
She liked the party.
That's why it was red in there.
Oh
man, yeah.
Time
Muddy
to
the
call
walls.
doctor.
That was the last scene. She was processing the last of the
Maybe she just ate
enchiladas.
some beets, but
What the hell are we talking about?
Oh, hey guys, what are you guys doing in my room?
I like beets.
Get out of here, Dan.
I thought this was the scene of the electric killer.
Why is there a pierce to someone's ear in here?
It's my girlfriend.
So the line that I had was actually, I have two lines. The first one are both coming from Gail.
Your business is not my business. What this is here, it's recreation. I fucking deserve it.
I fucking deserve it. And that's where I kind of looked at that line a little bit and I was like, art? Like, what do you mean I deserve it? And all this other jazz. So I don't know. That was one of those lines that kind of put my antennas up. And then,
Are you a serial killer?
oh, are you a serial killer? That's another one that was very much like,
The first delivery or the second delivery?
the first delivery, I think. When they're in the car
When it's, like,
talking
first
back and-
introduced?
yeah.
I was gonna say it's the same line though, but
I'm
like
just
at
saying,
the
like,
beginning of the movie,
is it the black and white one or is it the blue lighting?
The blue lighting one,
Okay,
I
so
think,
then the
is the one
second, yeah.
I'm looking at. And then my stinker is there's just some super slow parts to the movie. You know, there's a lot of cruelty, which I don't particularly like in my horror movies. I mean, a slasher doesn't necessarily have to be like, it can be outrageous, but like when there's like cruelty, like there was cruelty towards Frederick and things like that, I tend not to like that as much.
Frederick is this man's boy. He's his
Let me
ride or
tell
die.
ya,
Look at him.
Let me tell you,
He's taking
Ed
the
Begley
front
Jr.
spot in
we
front of
got him in the
Hollis.
Hall of Slain.
Also, it's just very, it's not the most fun movie for me. It takes itself very seriously and its subject very seriously. So, you know, I think that's good. And I don't think every horror movie has to have fun, but I don't know. It really didn't. It was a thriller, and it just didn't have a ton of fun for me.
And that's what keeps you interested, Bearclaw.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Logan.
My hook is I did have the demon, but I will also second all of you guys with putting in the lady's death, because I think like that kind of fit the tone of the movie of like them both going out. I thought that was a very compelling one, because sometimes in movies, I will say this, I think the worst part of any movie is when they kill off their characters at the end of it. I think it's kind of an FU to the audience, because it's kind of like you went through all of this just for them to die.
Yeah.
Is almost like one of my biggest, like, I don't love it. I think it's like sometimes overdone too much, and I'm kind of expecting it. I'm not saying you need to go down the happy-go-lucky route. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you need to at least hold some kind of accountability into the characters, and they don't get out of it like with death. It's almost like a cop-out to kind of like finish a story. But I will say it's done very poetic with the gray area of truth and reality with the final kill. And the demon's death is totally brutal. I thought that was a very visceral way to put him to an end with the end of the chase. My line, Demon, was great. I think like one of his best lines is,
I mean, I did do a little bit of acting.
What?
I was in a Holiday Inn Express commercial.
I did do a bit of acting. The delivery of that. Like, I was laughing for a straight, like, 4 minutes because I was just like, oh, this guy is great. After that, I'm like, I see why you like Kyle Gallner, because I'm like, yeah, he plays this role perfect. I hate his stupid mustache, though. That's my only thing. I hate that
love
mustache.
the mustache.
The mustache was cool, man. I liked it.
The
Mustaches are coming back.
Coming back. Me and Bearclaw and Dan are gonna all grow mustaches.
Oh, I've already.
I mean,
I've
mine's
already gone a
there.
lot.
I
I was
just
about
gotta
to say-
shave everything else off. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't do that, man. I don't have it strong enough.
It's getting there, buddy.
It's getting there.
getting there.
The beard is more. The stinker I do have. I originally put it down because while I was watching it, I wrote it down, and I was like, I'm so uncomfortable with just the entire like sex scenes.
Yeah.
The masochism, like
Yeah,
the
it's
hitting
just a lot
her,
of it. Yeah, and I'm just like,
made me uncomfortable.
it made me so uncomfortable. I'm like, you know what it reminded me of is I brought it up before because it's one of my new favorite kind of movies, even though they do go down that route, but they do it very like in a nice way where it's not that like brutal, is Sanctuary, which is kind of like that entire scene, but just it's the entire movie is like almost this setup of a woman meets a guy as a sex worker, and she's kind of like, there's kind of like this cat and mouse play in a different way, but it's really well done. While I was watching that, I'm like, oh wow, that's really a lot like Sanctuary with the code word and everything like that. I think that was a very, there's like different plays there.
Yeah, again, cat and mouse, right?
Yeah.
Any honorable mentions?
I had an honorable mention, and it was the Devil You Know song at the end. Just fucking slaps.
Yeah, that was a good,
you
that's a
actually-
good choice.
If you actually like Google and look at the lyrics of the song, it fits perfectly
fits
with
perfectly.
everything that the movie. It just jives with the movie.
When you rent it on Prime, they have captions and they play like the lyrics along with it, and you're just watching that with the lyrics. I'm like, yeah, this fits this fits so nice, especially Love Hurts too. I mean, the opening and
Love Hurts.
I love how Dan made the mention. She actually goes over the lyrics with him, like uses the song. That was really cool touch. I don't know if I've seen that in other movies.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it, but it is very cool. You know, it's very unique.
We're on to the final rating.
They're gonna rate the movie. What will they rate the movie? The killer is great, the victim sucks, the survivor is in between. What was that?
If this is your first time listening, we have a 3-tier rating system. Killer is the best and is worth 1 star on Letterboxd. Survivor is the middle tier and is worth a 0.5 star on Letterboxd. And finally, the dreaded victim, worth 0 stars. We also have our dark star. Once per year, we each have the ability to raise or lower our overall star rating on a movie by up to 1 full star. Bearclaw and Logan have already used theirs on the Happy Death Day episode.
That's correct, Kevin.
For me on this, I'm giving it a killer. It's funny, when I first rated this, I gave it a 4.5 star on Letterboxd. This is actually a 5 star for me. It's gone up. I really love this movie, just the way it's shot. The uniqueness of it, Willow Fitzgerald is amazing in this. Upper level Academy Awards stuff. Like, I love her performance. Yeah, this is...
Sucks horror will never get an Academy Award.
Yeah, for sure. But if they said, like, hey, she's won the Academy Award for this, I would be like, man, I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's a killer for me. Dan, how about you?
Man, I kind of have been all over the spectrum of victim, survivor, and killer with this movie. I've seen it 3 times, and it's like every time I've seen it, I've had a different feeling towards it. And I watched it again today before our show, and it left me with an impression of like, this could be a high-end Survivor, but then our discussion of this movie has put it over the Survivor level for me. I love movies that generate good discussion. They give you something to think about and something to share with your friends to discuss. And I think this is a great discussion movie. I really love Ella Fitzgerald's performance in this. I like the subversion of expectations. I think they do a really great job. Bearclaw mentioned it before, like a lot of horror movies can't even tell a functional linear story or line half of the time.
Yeah.
This is a challenge for like kind of like a psychological horror thriller element where it's like you are shifting narratives around in structures and it still works. You attract people by breadcrumbing them, giving them little bits of here and there of the story to just pull them in and completely just immerse themselves in this character study of this electric lady that this director just came up with based on several female serial killers throughout American history. Like, it's a killer. Like, I really have enjoyed the discussion of this more so. And for me, that puts it over a Survivor ranking for me.
For me, this one is, I really like this movie. I think it's a solid movie. I don't know that it's interesting enough. Like, I think it has a lot of cool tricks that it does. And I think that those cool tricks make it high-end Survivor for me.
Okay.
I don't know that it's quite unique enough. I mean, it really is at the end of the day, just kind of a serial killer story. And it's a little bit more thriller. I don't know how instructive it is as far as setting audience expectations. There's lots of horror movies that mess with expectations. I think there is some good discussion here. I think I would recommend this to certain people, but I don't know that it would be a must-see for all people. So I give it a high-end Survivor.
Yeah, it's a killer for me, man. It's really good. I love it. I think it's like a new horror movie that really packed a punch. And you know, I pack a chainsaw.
There it is.
Nathan, our producer, gave his rating, and he said, Strange Darling is stylish, fast-paced, and it keeps you on your toes for its entire runtime. Killer.
He likes David Lynch, so that makes sense.
P.S. Hear me out, guys. I can fix her.
I knew.
Fuck yes, Nathan.
One of us.
Google
this has split the Mouths of Madness into the I Can Fix Her party and
No. There's you and everybody else.
and everybody else.
Bearclaw's made his mind up. I'm
gonna be me recording this podcast.
I'm
alone,
neutral,
and all of you with EL carved in various parts of your body.
Oh, what a way to go!
Left butt cheek.
not the worst thing to be carved.
What a way to
Not
go.
the worst thing to be carved in
And
today's day.
I'm just gonna be sitting at the Waffle House at 6 a.m. just like, where are
Frederick.
these guys? Me and Frederick are gonna go get some Waffle House.
Show him how to actually do breakfast right.
We also asked you, our audience, for your thoughts on Strange Darling. From 321 Ghost Pod, we're big fans of this one. From _ Natalie _ I love this movie, but I definitely called the twist early on. From Melanie _ St. George, love this movie. From just _ another _ horror _ lover _ one of my all-time favorite horror movies. From Bevy Rage, I absolutely love this movie. It's perfection. And finally, from Modern Monstrous, what a great fucking movie. It didn't fool me, since the way the old man was laying dead in the blood was very Saw-like. And my second clue was only cops wear guns on their ankles, and it was obvious red herring. But I loved the subversion of expectations on who the villain was, and even their names try to trick you. But we're just seeing the MMC through Lady's eyes, so obviously he's the demon, because she doesn't see people, she sees devils, and he was a bad guy anyway. Obsessed, especially with the colors in this. Killer.
Ooh, another killer.
I like how she pointed out, like, we do see this kind of through the lady's vision a little bit.
Yeah, it's her perspective most of the movie, so.
That makes sense why they're called the Lady and the Demon.
Lady in Red.
Thank you so much for your comments. If you want to have us read off your comments on an episode, go to our Instagram at mouse.of.madness or write to us at thepaddedroom@outlook.com. Before we end the episode, we want to embrace the madness and let you all know what we've been up to. For me, for Straight Jacket Talk this past week, we watched the movie Fresh.
I love that movie. That's a movie very similar to this, kind of, in a way.
It has very similar kind of things with subverting expectations and things like that.
That cast.
Sebastian Stan's in it.
Sebastian Stan, Daisy Edgar Jones. I mean, that's just like alone is like banger cast.
It was a cool movie. Definitely outside the normal.
Came out the same year too as this.
2022.
Oh,
year
okay. Okay, well.
I also went to the theater by myself and watched Obsession.
Look, man.
WTF, man.
Dude, I went last minute and there was legit like 2 seats left in the entire
It was still selling like that?
sold out. Yeah.
You know what night he went?
Tuesday night.
Cheap night. You know how cheap those tickets are? $5. Of course it's gonna be sold
legit
out.
There was like 2 seats left, and I was like, Logan went earlier in the day. I was like, I gotta go. I can't have him like talking about this movie.
I wasn't gonna talk about it.
I loved it. It's really good. It's lived up to the hype. That's all I gotta say.
I look forward to catching it when it gets on stream.
Yeah,
if it ever does.
Yeah,
if it ever leaves the theater.
Yeah, I know.
Brother, it never leaving the theaters.
Let it ride, man.
Dan, how about you?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pass this week. I've been having a couple of snafus. My computer shit the bed, and so I've been working on trying to get that recovered. It's been kind of consuming my week. I haven't really been consuming much.
So nothing too crazy for me. I've started to pick up again the Stephen King Dark Tower trilogy. I'm on the Wizard in the Glass, which I think is like the 5th book or something like that. So that's really fun. I've been enjoying that because I kind of put it down for a little bit. So I'm picking that up again. Good old Stephen King. And then on top of that, I've kind of been poking around into some Korean horror movies.
Ooh, what do you got?
Well, right now there's one that's pretty big. It's called like Exit 8.
Exit 8, which is basically the Korean backrooms.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm
alright.
gonna check that
Ah, I've never heard of
out.
it.
It's on my watch list,
Dude,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna be checking that out. I want to see Backrooms. There's a lot of stuff I want to see. Obsession. I want to see Backrooms. I want to see. There's so much stuff out right now.
Bearclaw, you gotta watch Hokum.
Yeah.
And Hokum. I want to see Hokum too.
You have access to that too.
Yeah, so
It might be a future pick.
It might be a future pick, so might want to hold off on that.
Okay, so there's a lot of good and very
Lot of good
interesting stuff going on in horror. So
It's exciting times.
Exciting times, because I mean, horror's been dead, or not dead, but been a little bit on the back burner for a while now, and some of the releases in the mid 2000s are gets a little bit of a
Now we're
rough
cooking with
patch that
steam there,
that seems
Clark.
like we're cooking with gas on. Logan, what have you been up to?
I did let him go to the movies alone. I felt bad about that.
No,
But I want to make it clear
through his heart.
I want to make it clear so I don't seem like a heartless son. I had plans to go see it during the day, a week in advance. A week in advance. I knew the Tuesday beforehand that I was going to go see Obsession with my friends.
Did Miss Florence show up?
No,
I went last minute.
I was invited by a cult.
Let me ask you. It's fun going by yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a good time.
I love going by
I
myself.
legit
It
went
is
last
nice.
minute. I was like, holy shit, there's like legit two seats left in this theater.
It is fun. I think, though, I love seeing other people's reactions. I went with like 7 other kids to go see Obsession. Not a single one of them had seen a horror movie beforehand.
Oh, man.
A single one had seen a single horror movie. A single horror movie. And I asked each of them what horror movie they liked before we got into the theater. And each of them said, I had never seen a horror movie before. And I looked at them and I said, great fucking choice to go see this movie, first of all. And my God, man, the reaction on all their face when they left, the color drained from their face from what they thought this movie was. Because, my God, it is so good, but it is a lot.
What was this again?
Obsession. All of them had said we had to take a break, kind of like our safe word, and went to go get Froyo, and everyone was raving about it. We were all talking about how good it was, because we were all kind of like enthralled with it, but we were all kind of like at that same point where we were kind of like unaware of what was really
Logan,
happening.
official ambassador to Gen Z of the horror.
I'm bringing them in. I promise you, of the young generation. I can pull you into any movie.
Bringing the Gen Z to the yard.
Yeah.
Send Bearclaw a message on Outlook at thepaddedroom.com and let him know what they think I should send them, because I'm down to recommend movies.
Where should we be directing Gen Z here? I mean, where's the Reanimator playing? I mean, I think that's a seminal work.
I can send some movie recommendations if people want it.
Oh yeah, yep. And also, feel free to shoot me an email. Let me know if you think you can fix her too, like some of the misguided fools on my podcast or on this podcast believe that they too can fix her.
If you would also like to email either myself or Kevin on strategies on how to fix her, we can get around this whole project.
And Nathan too. Nathan's in this
Nathan
too.
as well. Yes.
Nathan. The other thing I do want to touch on before I went to go see Obsession, I made it very clear. This was my movie of the year. In the beginning of the year, I knew it was happening. I knew it was going to be in theaters. It had become the number one thing on my mind for many weeks, many months. And I had to go day of. I had to sit there in the theater and be back in the world. I had to go see Steven Spielberg's new movie, Disclosure Day. Backed with John Williams' score. Probably one of the last times we're ever going to hear John Williams' score. Wow. And everyone had different thoughts than I did. I love this movie. I think Disclosure Day is probably my top 4 of Spielberg's. I might be biased, but like it's been a week and I'm already still feeling like that.
Wow.
It is Raiders of the Lost Ark with a new age concept.
Wow.
It is a fun chase with a lot of great characters, great acting. Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor are so good. I didn't even know about Josh O'Connor until this movie, and he is already like on his way of being like just a phenomenal actor in the future. That movie was just beautiful. The pacing was great. The ending is where I think a lot of people lost it, but it's where it really brought me back, where I was like, yeah, that's where it ends off. And it was just like, I got a little emotional at the end because I'm like, this is going to be the last time I'm probably going to see a Stephen King movie.
Spielberg?
Or Spielberg. Not Stephen King. Spielberg. Yeah, same thing. Steven Spielberg, Nathan, cut that out. Steven Spielberg movie. And hear the John Williams score as you're leaving the theater. And that just like brought, I'm like, how do you just tell someone that? Like, tell someone that's the last time you're going to see or hear.
Yeah, that's such a wild thought. Like you even, I don't have like that connection like you do, but even just hearing it gives me chills thinking about it. Like there's like such a finality with everything.
Dude, Spielberg is one of my favorite directors, and hearing someone talk about it in the theater almost got me to be like, wow, this is truly like one of the last times. And that's insane.
If you would like to support our show,
what a segue.
On that note,
let's get a little strange.
Head to our Patreon at patreon.com/Miles of Madness. Only $1 to sign up and gets you special perks like being a part of our shoutouts at the end of each episode. Speaking of which, we would like to thank our members of Madness, Jen, Lauren, Steven, Eddie, and Kate. Thank you so much for your continued support. Subscribe to the Miles of Madness on your favorite audio platform and YouTube. If you've enjoyed your descent into madness, rate us 5 stars and leave a review. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Letterboxd. Check out our video podcast, Straight Jacket Talk, on our YouTube channel at Miles of Madness. Finally, write to Bearclaw at the Padded Room at Outlook.com and let him know what's your go-to breakfast food.
Yeah, let me know. Is it kind of the menagerie of foods that Frederick prepares, or do you have something a little bit more targeted, or maybe a little bit more British? Maybe you implement those Heinz baked beans into the mix.
Maybe you get a little bit more decadent than Frederick.
Yeah, who knows?
We know about me, I'm man the street. We don't go near the beans, Bearclaw.
Well, that does it for our episode on Strange Darling, but we'll be back soon with another episode, and the Summer of Madness is heading underground as we review Dan's pick, The Descent.
Oh man.
But until then, back to the Padded Room with you.
Okay, guys, now that we've gone through all this, what do you say we party a little bit here?
Right.
Why don't you guys try some of this? It's my own special
bag of
concoction
sunshine.
for
Look at
you
the
guys.
crystals in this.
No.
Salts. Let me see.
You guys should just really not think about it and just kind of move forward and take this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, this is bath salts.
Oh, yes.
Let it out. I'm alive.
No safe words here, Bearclaw.
Well, maybe a little bit. You don't want to get too rowdy.
I could walk on water right now. I am fucking Jesus.
I'll spit the Red Seas. Let's go into this cave.
Purple people eater.
Do you guys smell cheese?
Let's go in this cave.
You guys are a lot heavier. Get in the holes. Get in the holes, you guys. Get in the holes. That's it. I'm alive. Try and eat me, huh? Try and eat old Bearclaw.
I'm alive.
In the cave.
Stop it, Bearclaw.